Welcome to the Cruise Retreat Podcast. Hi, I'm Rita Perez, and I'm a travel advisor specializing in, you guessed it, cruise ship retreats. This podcast is for service-based entrepreneurs and corporate decision makers to learn more about staying everyone's favorite company with a cruise ship retreat. Ready to increase your client or employee retention? Listen in on this week's show. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I have another special guest with us today. Her name is Beth Timmerman, and she has been in the branding industry or the branding collateral industry for about 30 years and enjoys helping her customers bring their brand to life. She lives in Rochester, New York with her husband and has a daughter who's 23 and a son who's 26. Welcome, Beth.
Thank you, Rita. Appreciate it having me on.
Yes. Yeah. And I loved when we were able to talk about a week ago about all the different offerings of Cooley brands. You know, a lot of the things that I've been wanting to do with this Cruise Retreat podcast is kind of bring on suppliers that would help to enhance the experience of the cruise retreat. And that's how we got connected.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. So why is it important? I mean, I kind of know why it's important, but why is it important for groups to incorporate some sort of branding into their events like cruise retreats?
Well, the most important thing is people go on a cruise and they have a great time. They come home. You don't want them to forget about it. Mm-hmm. So when they bring home their branded material, be it if it's a towel, a tote, anything, a t-shirt, anything you gave them, they're going to see it all the time. And they're going to keep saying, the husband to the wife, we got to do this again. We got to go on another cruise. So it's going to keep it top of mind and they're going to be thinking about it. And the other great thing is they're going to be carrying that tote bag or that, and they're going to be amongst their friends or out, and someone's going to go, I've been thinking of going on a cruise. Did you like them? And they're going to start going on and on about what a great time they had, how great the line was. And they're like, can you give me who'd you use? Can you give me the information? So you're automatically going to get referrals from people who are just out and about. And the other thing you want, and nothing is more heartbreaking than this. They go on a great cruise with you. They love it. 3 years down the road, they go, what was the name of that person we did the cruise? I don't remember. Let's just go to the place at the mall. Mm-hmm. So it keeps you in front of them for the memories and for them to do it again.
Yes. And especially the companies that I work with can tend to be like tech or financial or sales. And I feel like that helps those companies as well. Like, let's say it's ABC Insurance, and ABC Insurance has decided to pay for all their top earners to come do a cruise retreat. And if you have ABC logo on your back or in your front with a shirt, that's just additional marketing for the brand.
Exactly. And it's a reminder of a great time had.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And that's one of the benefits that we like to talk about with cruise retreats is that, I mean, money is nice to have, a money incentive, but once you purchase whatever with your money, how far is that going to go? Whereas if you go on a cruise retreat, those are memories that have been built for a lifetime, and that I have heard some of my clients talk about, like, hey, do you remember when we did XYZ on the cruise? So it always comes up. It helps with that camaraderie in the companies, but it also helps get your brand out there as well.
Absolutely. Keep it in front of them.
Mm-hmm. So now we all know like the bags, the shirts, the tote bags. What kind of out of the box things can people incorporate into their branding that might be new to the industry now, or that lots of people don't really think about?
Well, some of the different things that they can incorporate besides, like you said, the bundles of, the towels and all that, is one of them that we've had great success with in all industries are Bluetooth speakers. We have portable, they're small, we have waterproof ones, but people love the Bluetooth speakers. They take them, they could have it in their room if they're getting ready, or if they're going to the beach on their cruise or somewhere. So a small portable Bluetooth speaker with the logo on it. They'll always think about it. Again, they'll use it on the cruise and they'll use it when they come home. But they're great for everything. We have really good luck with those. And the other thing that, of course, right now, a little bit of corporation is some of the sanitizing. That's something maybe to think about for, people are going to be going back and into them. So one of the things that we're seeing, through COVID, we saw is like the no touch keys.
Yeah.
And they can be with the keychain. They're not expensive, but that may be something nice if people are going back and a little bit nervous. They could use that to open the doors or touch things. So that may be something just to throw in. It might make think a little of that. Also, in that same vein, hand sanitizer. We sell a lot of those with the your label on it branded. And honestly, we sold those before COVID. Then of course they're very popular, but I think hand sanitizer isn't going to go away. And again, people might appreciate that, a little small thing in the bag with all their other goodies and be like, oh, look at this. Yeah, we're going to, use that. So that's something nice on there too. The other item I thought would be pretty interesting is we have a small handheld fan, but we have one on a lanyard. And it might be really neat because they're going to get warm. Hopefully they should be warm. If not, it's a whole another problem, but they can either small handheld fans, or we have one that go on a lanyard, and those are kind of fun to put in it because they're small, the fans, and then people be like, I'm so hot. Oh, I got the fan, and you're walking around. So that seemed to me like a little different that you may not think about, that type of thing. And the other thing that could be a nice gift, depending what you want to spend, is a power bank where people can charge their phones and their tablets and that, because let's face it, there's so much, everyone has so much technology. And one other item that we talked about, Rita, was technology organizers. And that's always a nice gift too. You brand it and it opens up and it has special pockets. You put every one of your cords and all the different things in it, put it in one place, because you know how it is. Who's got the cord? I thought you had the charger. So that would be another nice gift. And again, that the tech organizer, the Bluetooth speaker, all those they're going to bring home and keep. Some of the other ones, the hand sanitizer and that's just a nice saying, we care about you while you're there.
Now I've joked a little bit before that I was like, oh, you can even like do masks for branding. Is that something that you guys do?
We sell it. We've done so many of those this year.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. We do a lot of, I'm looking for my, I have them all over the place, but yeah, anything from, this is my, I'll show you, this is my Cooley mask.
I love that.
Isn't that, I wear that.
Smiley face.
Yeah, I get a lot of compliments and things, but yes, we started out with, we have the disposal. We sell a lot of branded masks. That's very popular. All sorts of different, I didn't really mention that because I'm figuring by the time they go back to the cruise, I didn't know if they're gonna go with the masks.
So that's also a question that I have myself, because I mean, we haven't started cruising yet. Your employees or clients mean the world to you. So why don't you show them the world and a thing or two? If you're ready to take your cruise retreat idea to a working plan, you need the Cruise Retreat Toolkit, filled with calculators, templates, timelines, and more. The toolkit will get you 5 steps closer to your cruise ship retreat, and as a result of the retreat, more dedicated and motivated employees or clients. Grab it now at cruiseretreattoolkit.com and save $20 with the code podcast. But I was like, if the masks are needed, which I'm sure they're going to be needed the first couple of months,
Mhm.
but would that even be an option? Like, is it more than just the little joke that I had with myself?
Well, like I said, that's a you, it's, we've done so many, and we're still doing a ton of them.
Mhm.
People are giving them away for all sorts of events. And, for people I wear when they're out and about with it's another branding. Um,
Mhm.
and if you're going to go, I go into customers, and if I'm going to be there, and I have to wear a mask, I might as well have my company name on it. So,
Exactly.
and the one with the smile, I have to say, it gets a lot,
Yeah.
especially like one time I put it on upside down, and one of my customers was like, "Why so down today, Beth?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Then I'm like, "Oh my God, I have the mask."
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's like a good like a conversation starter.
Exactly. And we have all kinds, for 2-ply, 3-ply, adjustable, the whole 9 yards.
Uh-huh. Moving on. So we've talked about some of like the safety and some of like the new and innovative. The other thing that's coming top of mind to a lot of companies is being environmentally friendly, being very sustainable.
Yes.
So what kind of items could they kind of like they did commercial before, but now they want to do something more environmentally friendly. What kind of items are available in that genre?
Well, we have so many different eco-friendly items, and that's very, very big part of our industry right now.
Mhm.
So we have a lot of bags if they want from everything from cooler bags, tote bags, fanny packs, you name it. And they're made from the reusable and sustainable materials. And so we have all sorts of bags in the eco-friendly line. So if they want to go that route. The other thing that's becoming really big right now is the bamboo, and that is the utensils. A lot of people are carrying their own like portable little bamboo utensils, so they're not using the plastic ones in that. The
Okay.
other thing, the bento boxes for putting food in, those are very popular right now. And also, one of the biggest things that they can do, and it's something they've probably done before, but is to give people a really good water bottle, because the
Yeah.
plastic water bottles, when people are grabbing them and throwing, is a huge problem. So we have them, which would be nice, is the ones that are the vacuum insulated that stay cold forever,
Mhm.
or hot. They really do work. I have one right here that is a cold one with a straw, and I that they're going to use is always a nice gift. But we have there's so many items. We have clothing, we have all
Okay.
cotton clothing, coasters made out of bamboo. We have a lot of bamboo items, cutting boards, all those different items. But that's a huge push in our industry, is eco-friendly.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's really great to hear. The last thing I wanted to touch on was not so much the kind of like collateral and the freebies, but signage. So
Mhm.
on board, one of the problems that I have noticed, like with my groups, is that we'll just use the cruise line signage, kind of like saying do not disturb or private event, but people still come in anyways. And I was
Mhm.
thinking maybe to kind of combat that, maybe to get branded signage so they kind of see it's not a TUV cruise line, but it is Rita's cruise retreat. Please do not enter. So they kind of know, like, oh, this is not part of the cruise.
Mhm.
What kind of things can you provide for that?
Well, we have some different, we have a lot of different signage, kind of depending how you're going to do it. If you wanted something that's, you could do an A-frame sign, those ones that you see, you could put different signs on each side. So if you wanted something fairly heavy duty, we have all different ones of those. You could do something, we have signs that are the type that are made on a material that are clings, that you could do a nice colorful, and you could put it on a wall and take it off, or put it on a door and take it off, something like
Oh,
that, where it wouldn't be as hard to carry. That's the one thing you want to think about, what you want to carry as far as signs go.
oh, and that is great too, because especially with the cruise lines, you need to have like something magnetic, like something that like they don't like tape. So that
Yes.
would be a good alternative.
Yeah, we have different ones like that you could put up, and that probably would be your best. Some of the other signs, like the A-frame, that you could do that if you wanted, but again, you have to carry everything with you onto the cruise. So, but I do agree with you. If they see it, instead of just private party or that, but logo, that it may make them think about not going in.
Yeah, for sure. Anything else that is going on in the branding world that we should know about?
Uh, we're coming out of, we're getting back into the more traditional items right now. Last March, obviously, we pivoted right into PPE, which we still have and do a lot of. So, but now it's nice to say we're getting back into the more traditional items. Things are starting to open up, and like, hopefully cruising go back in. Starting to, thinking vacations and that type of thing. But the big push in I say one thing is the vacuum insulated, be it the tumbler or the water bottle. This is actually like a water bottle. That's huge in our industry right now.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for being on today.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say thank you for having me. This has been fun.
Yes, likewise. I'll make sure to go ahead and put your email down. So if anybody wants to contact Beth and talk more about the collateral that she offers and what you can do to brand your cruise event, make sure to reach out to her. Have a great day, everyone. Of course.
Thank you. Take care, Rita. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining me on the Cruise Retreat podcast. Please subscribe and leave the show a rating on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to take a look at the show notes for important information and links. See you next week.